Big day today. I almost forgot. This is day one of Lunchbox getting on Price is Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, today.
So, 31st?
Yeah, today's it.
What time locally?
10.
Where we are? Okay. We'll still be here.
Okay.
We may be on YouTube at that point doing the show live. No, we have a client meeting. Oh my God, we got a client meeting right at 10.
Well,
Do they want to come in and
Yeah, maybe.
watch Price is
Watch
Right
it
with us?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Maybe.
Oh, I have a theory Lunchbox gets on the show. Hey, would you play that voicemail, Ray, please?
I have a theory on The Price is Right. I think that Lunchbox gets on the second day. He wants us all to watch the first day for his audience participation, and then he gets on the second day. I think this is a bit because I think the best bit that I have heard from you guys is when Abby said that she had found diamonds when they were out digging for diamonds, and she had everybody fooled. I thought that was a fantastic bit, so I think he's trying to up that. Anyway, have a great day. Bye.
For those that don't know what's happening, so Lunchbox months ago said, hey, can I get off work to go try to get on Price is Right? Me, being the ever so loving leader I am, I said, absolutely, go. And don't worry about taking vacation days. Just call us. We'll make it into a couple segments. So he goes out for multiple days. He stands in line all day for the first day. He says, I got in, but I didn't get on. We're like, oh, we were sad for him. But he had other days. He goes on the couple's day without a partner, and they kick him out.
Well, yeah, because that just wasn't
It
going
was
to work.
Valentine's episode, and I didn't have a
Didn't make
plus
sense.
one.
Then he goes back for the third day. And I didn't get on. And we're like, dang, that was fun. You had a good experience. But I started to think he couldn't tell us if he got on. And this would be one of the greatest bits ever if
He got on.
he got on.
I mean, I would be so impressed.
Me too. Man, you nailed it.
But-
And my birthday is, let's say he doesn't get on today. My birthday's Thursday.
Yeah.
The day that he gets on if he doesn't get on today.
What a gift
What a
would that
gift
be?
would that would be
What
for
a
me.
gift.
Oh my goodness.
Lunchbox, that would be amazing, man.
So we're going to watch
I mean, it's giving Employee of the Year vibes.
Oh, for sure. If he pulls this off,
You know what's crazy? Is I told you that Maryland girl that I got her number?
Mm-hmm.
She is the screen grab for YouTube.
for today's Price is Right.
Tune in today. There she is. She texted me and she goes, look, I made YouTube.
Y'all still text.
Yeah, she's 80.
How old was she again?
She's 80.
because she got called up.
She got called up.
Did you?
No.
He's looking at him. He's lying.
His face was so weird. Like,
He's red.
how are you so close to Marilyn who got called up? And
You guys are
didn't
probably
get
like, I got called up too. I wish I was a
She
screen
was,
grab.
she was in
Right.
line with, like, around me. Like,
Oh, yeah.
there's a group of like 40 or 50 that you're in line with that you sit in chairs and you move to each stage with. And she happened to be the row in front of me, and she was there with her daughter and her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Her mother, she's 80?
she's 80, but her mother's pearls. That's what she brought her
Oh,
mother
her
with.
mother.
Okay.
She was there in spirit.
Yes,
Got
her
it.
mother
Okay.
had got up there with Bob Barker, and so that's what she said. And she goes, "So I'm here to get up there with Drew." And
Her
I
mom
brought-
got up there, really?
That's a great
and so
story.
That's-
so
yeah,
she
that's
had
how
a-
you get on.
She had a picture of her mom with Bob Barker on the front of her shirt, and it was her and her daughter on the back. And she said, "I'm here to meet Drew," and she had her mom's pearls, and she told that to the director. And I was like,
Genius.
"She's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
on."
We started to say lie about a story.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so I kind of hope it's not today, but I do hope he gets on. But we have a client meeting, then we have an interview recording right after that. And how we'd watch it.
Well, we're just going to have it on the background, sort of like y'all do when you're at a wedding and there's a football game.
Oh, that's true.
Like-
We stream it.
It is what it is.
The Supreme Court won't hear Joe Exotic's case.
Shocking.
So his latest legal attempt to get out of prison has now ended with a one-line rejection from the Supreme Court. Man, nothing reminds me of COVID quite like Tiger King.
Oh, yeah.
That and Love is Blind. Those were the two shows that when I hear, I'm just triggered a bit back into COVID.
Or the song. Or maybe it was the dance. It was what was the song about with them? Carol Baskin.
That
That routine?
I remember it. That don't remind me of COVID.
It
The
was
justices on Monday declined to hear from the former Netflix star's bid to overturn his 2019 conviction. Exotic's real name is Joseph Maldonado Passage. He became a household name because of Tiger King, and he is serving a 21-year sentence
For what? Murder?
for plotting to have Carol Baskin's rival killed. Wait, have rival Carol Baskin killed. Yeah.
His rival,
His rival
Carol.
was Carol Baskin. I thought he got in trouble for animals.
I think she was the one that turned him in for the violation for the animals, and that's why he was going after her, if I remember correctly.
Hey, spoiler alert, he's in jail. For those that haven't started the series yet, you think somebody in the Netflix corporate office is like, hey, John, somebody just started Tiger King for the first time. Come look at this. Like right now. They just found Tiger King today.
Like if they get an alert.
He is serving a 21-year sentence. I said that maybe. But his only hope for freedom now may be a presidential pardon. He asked Trump in his first term, then Joe Biden, then Trump again. So far, nothing.
Is Carol Baskin the one that her husband went missing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And they were like, is he buried in the cement?
Or fed to the tigers?
I've seen people talk about that in law enforcement, and they really don't think that happened. They don't think that she killed him at all. Like, that's just something that the show kind of created.
Yeah.
Am I dreaming, or did we talk to him?
Yeah, from jail.
Oh, we did.
He was like in a stairwell or something.
It almost feels like a dream, right?
You remember classy, bougie, ratchet.
No, we remember, but I'm saying that was just a TikTok dance. It doesn't remind me of COVID.
Yes,
I don't
it
even
was-
remember it.
What? Peak 2020? Like, I don't know.
I don't remember that.
I do remember it, yes.
Okay.
But if you were to play that,
I just feel very alone.
I wouldn't be triggered back into COVID. If you talk about Tiger King, I'm triggered back into COVID. That's when I started playing PlayStation again.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't played in months at this point, but yeah. Let's do Morgan Wallen, Post Malone. This is Ain't Coming Back. You guys want to hop on? You can. 877-77-BOBBY. That's our number. We live in an attention economy, meaning you get a bunch of attention, you make a bunch of money. And so influencers are doing anything. Streamers are doing anything to get attention. This one influencer staged her own kidnapping at gunpoint.
Oh my gosh. How?
So this content creator was arrested for allegedly planning her own kidnapping by a group of armed men just so she could boost her online following. That's from Oddity Central. Yeah, more power to you. I just think that you're lucky somebody else didn't have a gun and shoot them trying to abduct you.
Be a hero.
And she hired these just actors. She hires them.
Yeah, her buddies.
Are they
right?
her friends?
This influencer and her husband were approached by 3 armed men just as they were returning to their home. She would later tell her tens of thousands of followers that she and her husband went through a brutal ordeal with a subsequent police investigation. Soon after police began investigating the kidnapping, they realized something was off. Phone records showed she had maintained contact with one of the alleged kidnappers before and after the crime. And evidence showed this was extortion, that the extortion by kidnapping was nothing more than a plot between the alleged victim and one of the perpetrators. There was something that didn't add up. The husband didn't seem to have any part in the setting up to kidnapping. Wait,
so he didn't know?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Worse.
Not only did he believe that his and his wife's lives were at risk, but he was also beaten by the armed men. Divorce! Divorce!
Yes. Red flag.
Divorce!
Like,
Oh my
what?
God.
Poor guy.
Yeah, that's over.
She probably knew he wouldn't be a part of it, and he's the collateral damage.
And he got beat up.
Like, he's emotionally damaged for life. I mean, not damaged, but like that would mess me up.
Well,
If I was the partner and I went through that, I'd be terrified the rest of my life. And then I'd also be so sad that I was married to someone that would do that.
On March 25th, so 6 days ago, she was arrested on suspicion of extortion, procedural fraud, filing a false police report. One of her 3 alleged accomplices is also in custody. Another one died last year. A third one's being sought by police from Oddity Central. How about that? That husband. You know, that's the headline to me because people do a lot of crazy stuff, and that's very crazy. And that's the headline until you read that she didn't tell her husband, and he was involved thinking he was getting abducted by armed dudes and got beat up.
Yeah, my first assumption was that he was in on it
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Wonder how much of this stuff actually works. Once, I'll tell you a story. So I got jumped outside of our work building in Texas. I was going into work. Used to get to work at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I'm going up, and this dude starts charging me with a knife. I run. He didn't catch me. I jumped over like a brick wall. I hurt my knee real bad, but he turned around because the car was pulling up. We looked at the security footage. It was all there. I go in. The cops have me in the room, and they're talking to me about it. And they're like, "Did you stage this?" And I was like, "What? Look at my knee." They're like, "You're known for doing crazy stuff. Did you stage this?"
Like a stunt.
I said, "Look at my knee." They're like, "Well, you could have hurt your knee."
Yeah,
I said,
that's
"No,
collateral damage.
I didn't stage this." I was so insulted until 2 or 3 months later, and I was like, "Dang, I must do some good stuff if they think that I
they believe
staged
you.
my own." Yeah. Then that kind of flipped. But no, I didn't stage it at all. I was upset at that cop. But after the 3rd time that you asked me, and I say no, just investigate it. They ended up finding my computer. I thought the guy was trying to rob me. He wasn't, because everything that I like threw off to the side to try to, like, here, you can have this. He threw it in a bush like 25 feet away. So he didn't want the stuff. He just wanted the goods. Me.
You?
He's one of those goods.
That was a crazy morning.
That was a crazy morning. When I had to identify the guy, I didn't want to do it. I went on the air right after that happened, and I started crying immediately because I just was so emotional.
shaken up.
Yeah. So I wasn't emotional about it, but that had happened pre-show. Everybody got in. I was like, guys, I was jumped. I was like, let's just go on the air. And so I go on the air, and I'm like, you'll never, I start crying. Again, not because of anything other than my adrenaline was so high and it was falling. Like physically, my body just started to cry. And so then the cops come up and we do the thing. And they come up 2 weeks later, and they beat on the glass outside because you can see from the studio outside to the outdoor sidewalk hallway. And these cops are beating on, and I'm like, what the crap? This is during the show. And it was still dark, so daylight savings time sucks. But it was still dark. And I remember vividly, they were like, we need you to come out and identify the guy. We think we have him, the guy that jumped you. And I was like, I'm not identifying him. He knows who I am. He yelled, hey, Bones, when he was coming after me.
Oof.
I'm not identifying him because he'll then know. You guys aren't going to keep him for years in prison. He'll come back for me. They said, well, all we need you to do is get in the cop car. We'll drive you by him, and we'll shine a light right in his face so he can't see that it's you. But we just need you to tell us that it's him because we think this guy's in trouble for other things, and we won't say that it was you that told on him. And I was like, I ain't no snitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's
right.
It wasn't even about. I just didn't want to get stabbed again. And so I got in the back of the cop car, and we drove real slow through. And they had a spotlight in his face, so he couldn't see what was going on. And it was for sure him. Although he had a mask on when he came at me, he had a tattoo on his neck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I remember seeing something on his neck, body, the frame, everything. I was like, yeah, that's him. And I never heard from him again. That's scary though, man. But yeah, I was insulted. Did you do this? This is fake. No, I'm so insulted.
And there was no social media back then. So
when you stage something like this, do you call the cops? Like the lady and her husband or whatever?
they did.
Like, why would you call the
Cops
cops
came.
if you're staging it?
Well, you have to because you just got kidnapped.
Yeah, but then you'd be like, cops didn't respond. It's crazy. Because when the cops get involved, that's when you get in trouble.
Soon after police began investigating the kidnapping, it doesn't say that they called them specifically. They just said they investigated the kidnapping.
Well, I feel like if you're trying to gain followers, you need the footage of the cops.
Have to.
But I feel like if you call the cops, then you can't say you're acting. You
Right.
can always fall back on, no, we were just acting. We were just pranking.
Once the cops are involved, it's
Maybe
official.
the cops just heard about it and started
Yeah.
investigating, and it's up to them to go, no, this was
Oh.
fake, and they didn't.
Oh, so they saw it on social media and they were like, oh, we can help. And they're like, no.
I think
We don't need your help.
By the way, there was social media when this happened. It was
There
it was just the rudimentary. I only had Twitter and I think
MySpace?
Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was different.
It was different,
Yeah, I'm
though,
just saying
but
it was
yeah.
different. It wasn't like
And he
even-
makes it sound like dinosaurs are roaming the earth. No, man, it's all rotary phones, black and white TVs. Remember that?
Pagers.
Yeah. I was like, this is 2000s.
Okay. There wasn't influencers trying to get followers.
I was the first one doing my stunt. All right, there you go. Back in a second. There's a video going viral, although it was shot a couple years ago, of how they say this person on the cruise that was working for the cruise at the restaurant ruined the couple's proposal. So here's the moment the servers in the restaurant on the cruise ship started singing Happy Engagement before he had actually proposed. They just did it in the wrong order. They were supposed to bring the ring at the beginning of the dinner, but they didn't bring it till the end of the dinner, but they started singing and put the pancakes with it was some kind of dessert with the candle on it. And then they were like, also, here's the ring. The order was completely off. Here.
All right, so we're gonna sing Happy Engagement.
What?
Oh my God. Okay,
What? No, we
1,
didn't.
2, and 3. Happy Engagement to you.
Was there
Happy Engagement to you. Happy Engagement. Happy Engagement. Happy Engagement to you.
So the husband, now Gary, had arranged for the staff to deliver the ring to him at the very start of the romantic dinner. He would then propose, and at the end, the servers would come over with the cake and start singing. But you see them with the cake, and they have the bag with the ring too. Like, they put the cake down, start singing, and they just kind of swing the bag over and hand it at the same time.
I thought that that's the way the guy set it up, and then that we were just doing this headline to get clicks. Oh, they ruined the engagement, where he really set it up so she'd be really confused, and then he'd get down and propose. I did not realize that they were supposed to bring the ring at the beginning. That's what I thought. It was a whole clickbait situation. We're like, okay, they didn't even ruin it. That's how he had it planned because they had the bag with them. But now I see.
In the clip, Gary looks really confused at first, and he's like, what the heck? And then he's kind of annoyed. And then he just went with it and just got down on a knee and proposed.
And she even says, "I'm not engaged."
Yeah. And I think like their kid, one of their kids, it may be their kid, they may not be married with the kid, or one of them had a kid prior. The kid's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something. She's like, huh?
What?
She's confused. I think you hear her go, I'm not engaged. Or that was the adult. But people say in the comments, Carnival owes them a free cruise. This is a few years old. Carnival probably didn't even know about it until now. But that would be a nice gesture to send them on a cruise, and they'd get a lot of promo from it too.
Yeah, for sure.
How does this just pop up?
They just posted it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sort of like America's Funny, some videos, like old videos, just they
Just
decide
come to
to
light?
submit it or like put it out.
I think they just put it on TikTok. Yeah, they were like, remember that time that the proposal? It was one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, he's like, no. I think I would have gone back to the back though at the beginning of the dinner and said, hey, where's the ring?
Yeah.
Like, what's up with the ring? So, but I don't know. It sounds like a pretty fun song.
I've never heard that song before.
Me neither.
That's cool.
I didn't know
No,
they
it's Happy
did that.
Birthday.
Right.
No, they just changed out birthday and engagement.
Right, I never heard
it's not
that.
an original. Hardy didn't write that one. It's not like a new one. You guys, if you want to get in on the show at any time, you can call, leave us a voicemail, 877-77-BOBBY. That's our number. You can call live too. Same. We're here now. Hit us up. Thank you.